On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, Bulldogs fans set to outnumber the Panthers 3-1 for sudden death finals clash. In Super League, St Helens snapped three-game losing streak before the playoffs, but Cass got close. And in the second tier playoffs, Panthers pummeled Oldham as Bulls brush aside Fev. But first up, it's week 2 of the NRL finals with a massive crowd set to converge on Homebush for Sunday's blockbuster between the Bulldogs and the Panthers. That game to follow the Saturday night clash in Canberra between the Raiders and the Sharks. For the match in Sydney, they're forecasting a crowd well over 70,000, and we're now being told that 75% of tickets sold have been snapped up by dog supporters. And it's now been confirmed that Canterbury Bankstown captain Stephen Crichton will not play. His ankle's still no good. In the NRLW, the finals have kicked off. In Townsville, Cronulla beat the Cowboys 24-18, and before that in the Hunter, Newcastle 34-20 over the Gold Coast. In the Queensland Cup, Burleigh have qualified for the grand final, the Bears beating Redcliffe 18-16 on the Gold Coast. In the New South Wales Cup playoffs at Cogra, Tanner Boyd led the Warriors to a 42-14 demolition job on Parramatta. The Wars to now take on the Dragons in the grand final. In Country Rugby League, in New South Wales, firstly at Wyong on the Central Coast in the local grand final, Kincumber defeated Toukley 18-12. Both teams scored 3 tries apiece, but the boot of former NRL and Super League star Matt Moylan proved the difference. And in the Southern Tablelands, the Bungendore Tigers, with home ground advantage, edged out the Harden Hawks 18-16 in the grand final of the George Took Shield. In the UK, the regular season for Super League has now come to a close. In the Friday night games to complete the final round, Leigh cemented third place with a win against Huddersfield. The Leopards at home prevailing 30 points to 16 after they led 8-4 at half-time. Wakefield enjoyed a crushing 52-16 win at Salford after the visitors led 18-12 after 40 minutes. At the Totally Wicked Stadium, St Helens held on to beat a fast-finishing Castleford 26-24 after Saints held a 16-10 half-time advantage. For the Tigers, Will Tate posted a hat-trick. His side actually scored 3 late tries to get within 2 points, noting that Saints had lost 3 straight before this one. And Aussie Bevan French grabbed a double as defending champions Wigan proved too strong for visiting Leeds. The Warriors winning 22-6 after leading 12-0 at the break. The final standings, Hull KR 44 points, Wigan 42, Leigh 39, Leeds 36, St Helens 34 and Wakefield on 30. And outside the top 6, Hull FC 27, Warrington and Catalan both on 20, Huddersfield 14, Cass 12, Salford 6. Looking ahead to the opening weekend of the playoffs, we have Leigh hosting Wakey in the first of the eliminators on Friday night, and 24 hours later, Leeds at home to St Helens. In the second tier, the playoffs kicked off with 2 sudden death games on Friday night at Odsal in the match that we had live and free right here on rugbyleague.com. The Bradford Bulls finished off Featherston, the Bulls winning 28 points to 8 after being up 12-2 at the break. And across the Pennines, it's bye-bye Oldham. Halifax smashed them 40 points to 4. The Panthers coasting at half-time up 22-0. And looking ahead to the semis, Toulouse to play Bradford in week 2. That's already been confirmed for Sunday in the south of France. And at York, it'll be the Knights versus Halifax. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's latest in news on rugbyleague.com.